Jr. in the news this week. Troops invade blue cities. Residents ask tough questions.
What's your barber name? What's your barber name? What's your barber name?
Turning Point USA announces alternate halftime show.
Say something, I'll give it up for you.
We call him Big Bunny. On Amber's team tonight, she's a tech journalist, author, and podcast host who regularly talks to the titans of Silicon Valley. I'll ask her if she can put in a good word for me with one of them ketamine dudes. It's Karen Swisher. And joining Michael, she's a comedian and actress who you know from Amazon's sitcom Upload and her podcast, I'm Reasonable. I know her as my favorite celebrity whose name starts with a Z. Sorry, Zendaya and Zoe Saldana. It's Zainab Johnson. Now for the biggest stories of the week. Michael and Zainab, watch the clip. Tell me what's the story.
Oh, that's that lady that everybody hates. Dear Diary, I'm gonna yell at the senators, and no, you're not. So this week, Pam Bondi, who is our Attorney General of the United States, appeared before the Senate, and rather than answer questions, she just yelled at senators all day.
On Tuesday, Attorney General Pam Bondi testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee. It did not go well. How many illegal immigrants does Pam Bondi say are in Chicago?
1 trillion.
1,000,000,001.
Here she is.
How many illegal immigrants are in Chicago?
Ooh.
Does anybody know?
I do, countless.
You said countless. But if it's countless, what the fuck are you looking for? What are you doing?
Can we just acknowledge that 1,000,000,001 was the closest to countless?
This week, Pam Bondi, she went before the Senate committee and girl bossed too close to the sun. Because the Democrats insisted on asking Pam about her pesky little problem of White House border czar Tom Homan and the alleged $50,000 bribe. Here's Senator Pete Welch asking what sounds like a question nobody could get mad at.
Is there a tape that has audio and video of the transfer of the $50,000?
You would have to talk to Director Patel about that.
No, I'm talking to you.
I don't know the answer, Senator.
Yeah, you do know the answer to that.
Don't call me a liar.
I didn't call you a liar.
You just said I know the answer. I said I don't know the answer.
Well,
you have to talk to Director Patel.
I'm happy to call her a liar. She's lying. She's a liar.
He asked a question about something illegal. She said, don't talk to me. Ask Kash Patel, who works for the FBI. The FBI works for the Department of Justice. That means he answers to somebody. Who does Kash Patel answer to?
I feel like this is a trick question.
Is it Pam Bondi?
Yes! Ronald McDonald should know what Grimace is doing. Now, the Tom Homan questions came to a head when Adam Schiff attempted to just straight out ask whether Homan took the money.
In case I just didn't hear you, what is the answer? Did he take the money?
Senator Schiff, that happened prior to my confirmation as Attorney General.
Do you know
I said that.
The American people should be able to see that video or audio tape. Will you support that request?
Will you apologize to Donald Trump
So
for trying to
I guess
impeach
the answer.
him?
Tom Homan took that money. Now, of all the clips that we've shown you so far of Pam Bondi, have y'all noticed something interesting at all about how she prepares before she answers each question?
She'd be shuffling them papers like 3-card Monte. Yeah.
Do you look more or less prepared when you shuffle through papers before answering a question?
I liked it. Every time she shuffled the papers, I really thought she's gonna find what she's looking for. That's tricky.
Pam Bondi was shuffling and shuffling. Please just watch. That's how I'd be at Cheesecake Factory. I'd just be turning pages and turning pages. You're preparing to go before Congress and go, yes, I will tell you the truth. what would you put in your folder?
You know, I doodle, so it's probably gonna be like a bunch of hearts, you know, flowers, and then probably stuff I don't want to forget, like groceries that I have to pick up after I finish with the hearing.
Well, thankfully for all of us, there was a Reuters photographer with a camera with a pretty good lens. Jonathan Ernst got a picture of the notes, and they were basically just cheat sheets listing mean things to say to the senators. Baby, hold on, what's your name? Let me get to your shit real quick. I want you to watch this. Watch carefully. This is Senator Whitehouse asking an important question about the president and his involvement with some young women.
There's been public reporting that Jeffrey Epstein showed people photos of President Trump with half-naked young women. Have you seen any such thing?
You know, Senator Whitehouse, you sit here and make salacious remarks, once again trying to slander President Trump left and right, when you're the one who was taking money from one of Epstein's closest confidants, I believe, I could be wrong, correct me, Reid Hoffman.
If you have the file, the binder, filled with information, you should know whether or not he took money from Epstein's biggest supporter, right? Because White House then came out and said, yeah, that's not true at all.
At all. I know Reid Hoffman, that is not true at all.
Senator, I don't know, but your mama's so ugly.
Let's look at the Sheldon Whitehouse page of Pam's burn book. It says, if he brings up Epstein, she should ask, quote, did you take money from Reid Hoffman?
Wow, her nails.
It does look like a big toe, though.
Yeah.
Now, if you missed that look to the burn book, don't worry, she does it again.
How many of those Treasury SARs did you or Director Patel investigate?
Senator, I'm not sure if you're concerned because you took money, I believe, did you, from Reid Hoffman?
Am I the only one here who does not have a clue who Reid Hoffman is?
Yes, he's a very well-known venture capitalist and investor and entrepreneur in Silicon Valley. He's a big Democratic donor.
Was he an Epstein guy?
No.
Oh. Could he just sue?
I'm sure Madam
Pam Bondi?
Epstein was around a lot among technology people. Lots of, I mean, I saw him at a party once from a distance.
You're on the list.
I know.
I thought she was...
Now, believe it or not, she had more in the book than just the name Reid Hoffman. Maybe you've also heard this non sequitur in the hearing.
You know, you're very concerned about money and people taking money, and you rail against dark money.
Wait a second.
Yeah, you work with dark money groups all the time, Senator Whitehouse.
She talked a lot about dark money in that clip and senators taking dark money. What do you think was written in the book?
$ equals dark.
Yep.
Quote, you rail against dark money, but you work with dark money groups.
She's not good off the dome. Like, if she was in 8 Mile in that scene with Eminem where people just had...
Oh, and Papa Doc?
Yeah, she would have lost. She would have got...
Everybody in the 313, put your hands up and follow me. Now, what else did Pam Bondi's Justice Department get themselves into this week?
They went into one of those funhouse mazes and they couldn't get out.
Oh, they indicted Leticia James.
On Thursday, a court indicted New York Attorney General Leticia James on 2 charges, bank fraud and false statements to a financial institution for a mortgage she took out to help her niece buy a home. And in the grand tradition of people indicted by Donald Trump on potentially made-up charges, James made a video.
He is forcing federal law enforcement agencies to do his bidding, all because I did my job as the New York State Attorney General. These charges are baseless.
Now that's how you do a denial video. Vertical, good camera. She had captions on that thing. Go back to the James Comey. James Comey did a denial video last week. Shit looked like a cameo. Amber, Kara, watch the clips.
Okay.
Tell me, what is the story?
Okay, the story is marching. Who knows, but helicopters do. Just light traffic
Kara, I feel like you'll have a better answer.
I do. It's troops deployed to Chicago.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, okay.
Just points for Kara, no points for you. Yes, that is the story. Trump sends troops to Chicago, making the second city the third city he's deployed the military to this year. Earlier this week, roughly 500 National Guard members arrived in Chicago to support President Trump's crackdown on immigrants.
This is also like probably the last time of the year where you can go to Chicago and it still be like, you know, mild temperatures. So, you know, sometimes you got to get the last days of summer in.
Mm-hmm. You gonna send us, you better send us before November. Yes, why is the Guard in Chicago? Everybody wants to know, and one guy's been asking the same question for a long time.
What the hell is going on in Chicago?
What the hell is going on in Chicago?
What the hell is going on in Chicago?
President Trump wants to know, quote, what the hell is going on in Chicago?
What the Guard is there to do isn't exactly clear, since the troops aren't allowed to make any seizures, searches, or arrests, and they're limited to protecting federal officers and federal property. That's all they can do. But from the looks of these Texas National Guardsmen, if you remember these, I think they're gonna fit right in Chicago. That dude in the middle looked like Mike Ditka. He looked like Chicago.
Dude in the middle looks like he ate Mike Ditka.
On Thursday, a federal judge temporarily blocked the Guard's deployment, ruling it was a violation of multiple amendments and that she, quote, found no credible evidence that there is a danger of rebellion in the state of Illinois. But the White House does not care.
Wow, you're kidding.
Who does the administration say is standing in the way of their goals in Chicago?
Governor Pritzker.
Oh, halfway there.
What, his whole name?
What? No. Governor J.B. Alphonse Pritzker.
Oh, the mayor, too.
First and foremost are Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. Got to picture them together. Look at old J.B. Look at him right there. Look like the gummy just kicked in, didn't it? Now, Pritzker and Trump have been feuding for years. Question, what has Pritzker been calling Trump's National Guard deployment?
Illegal and unconstitutional?
Yeah, but you need something catchier than that.
Oh. Bad?
Really, really bad.
On Sunday, the governor said, quote, we must now start calling this what it is, Trump's invasion.
Oh.
And that, quote, the brave men and women who serve in our National Guards must not be used as political props. You do not use the troops as political props. You use members of minority groups and marginalized groups. Earlier this week, Trump said that both Pritzker and Johnson should be arrested, posting, quote, Chicago mayor should be in jail for failing to protect ICE officers. Governor Pritzker also. I just love how you threw the governor in. Just like, yeah, get the black guy. But you know what? Yeah, go on, throw the governor in. Homeland Security, you know, they may not care about violating the citizens' rights, but that doesn't mean that they've got it easy. What does Secretary Kristi Noem say is a major obstacle in accomplishing her mission?
Puppies.
Living dogs.
Because she kills dogs.
The answer is that Kristi Noem is saying nobody will let her use the bathroom. Please watch this clip of Kristi getting denied at a local municipal building.
Can we use your restroom? No, you cannot. You can't? Please don't.
Okay, all right, thank you. Interesting. That's what Governor Pritzker says is cooperation and keeping people safe. We're coming to go out and do some operations to pick up some guys with criminal convictions on them, and the city police wouldn't even let us use a restroom.
You're supposed to buy something first, right?
Although part of me wishes they gave her like a key with a big license plate on the end of it and was like, go around the back.
She can't use my bathroom either. The amount of dirt, that ring that would leave around the sink.
Mm-hmm.
She touched her face once. She washes her hands, bam.
You think she washes her hands? On Wednesday night, roughly 1,000 people marched in protest against the federal occupation. Yes, they did. But according to FBI Director Kash Patel, that's just a fraction of the threat.
When I was there today with Todd, we learned that the Chicago city streets have 110,000 gang members. That's right, you heard me right.
That's right.
I don't want to talk about the way he looks, but
Oh, we do it all the time, please.
Yeah, oh my, he's tweaking. Like, does he drink too many Red Bulls?
It's not Red Bull.
It's, okay.
100,000 people in the city? That's 4% of Chicago's population. Can anybody tell me why those numbers from Kash Patel might be a little skewed?
Because he's a liar.
Yes. In the clip, he said he was talking to Todd. We don't even know who Todd is. I was talking to Todd. Todd said all of them in the gang. I think Kash Patel's numbers might be a little skewed because the feds think anybody wearing a Bulls jersey could be a gang member. The Department of Homeland Security said that gang members, quote, favor the Chicago Bulls basketball jersey, specifically Michael Jordan. You gotta rock a Luke Longley. He was a contributor to the Bulls dynasty, you disrespectful motherfuckers.
I didn't want to ask.
Disrespect 1-3 up, I'm sorry.
You mean the 7-foot-tall Australian Luke Longley?
You don't understand, but you get me.
Yeah, I get you, You're killing him. Do you understand that?
We'll be right back.